Welcome to this important video of Python object-oriented programming. This is an approach in which we solve a programming problem on the basis of objects. So from here we are going to discuss about Python classes and objects. Let me review that class is the general variable or a general object on the basis of which we define some parameters like we set name, marks, and we set a function which is called method in object oriented programming. On the basis of class we make some decisions, like for example we want to check whether the student 1 is pass or fail, whether the student 2 is pass or fail. So to check too many students, these are called objects. So on the basis of class we can create or observe too many objects. So in this case we will first discuss how to define a class. So the class is simply defined with a keyword called class and with a name called student, or any other name can be used with this class. So this is a way to define a class. So how to create the objects? Whenever we are going to define a class, then we can create object with it. Let's suppose we have created a class on the basis of name called student, then we can create objects like student 1 and student 2. So let me do it on my code as well so that it gets clear to you. First, I'm going to write a class with the name student. Let's suppose this is the way to create the class. So next I will see I have to check whether the student is pass or fail. Let and next I'm going to create the objects. And how to create the objects? I can create first object which is student 1, and this student 1 is made from this class student. So I will declare here a class name to the object name, and student 2 is also made from this class which is student. So in this portion we have created objects, and in the upper portion we have made a class. So that is for now. Okay, how can we add attributes? Attributes means variables. In fact, in case of object oriented programming, variables are called attributes. So in this way, in case of class, we can add attributes like student 1 is student 1. In case of student 1, we can attributes like its name, its marks, and then we can print its values as well. Let me do it from our code. I can add attributes of student 1 as student 1 name. Let's suppose his name is Janet, and next I'm going to print student 1 marks. I'm going to enter his marks are 55. I can even use the print command to print after objects or before objects to print the marks of student 1 as well. So I will, in order to print, I will use here student 1 name. It will print the student 1 name. Similarly, student 1 marks, it will print the student 1 marks. So let me run this code and show you the result. Since the class student, after class student I have to use the colon as well. Let me use the colon and then I run this code again. So here you can see, first we defined a class, then we defined an object, and then we used some attributes to the object 1 which is student 1, and then we printed the result. However, this is not the way to add attributes. Usually we use attributes inside a class, and then the attributes are made inside a class, and then the objects created on the basis of this class have these attributes by default. So we will check in future, but here we started from basic, that we have checked how to define the attributes. So but let me clear you that methods and attributes, they all are defined inside the class, and we will see it in detail in the upcoming videos as well. Okay, Thank you for so far. Now we will continue it in the upcoming video. Please stay with us. Thank you.